Hi, my name's Jacqueline, and this is how Christ has saved my life and changed my life forever. I grew up in a divorced family. My mom and my dad got divorced when I was probably less than a year old. I grew up with my mom, and she was an alcoholic for a long time, and also a cocaine addict. And my sister and I grew up together just with my mom, and she raised us, I think, the best she could. She had a lot of things she was dealing with. She got remarried to a drug dealer, and it was a very abusive situation for my sister and I. We had to witness a lot of abuse that my mom was given. So when I was about 11 or 12, I think 12 years old, my mom went into rehab for cocaine and for alcohol, and I was just a very bitter person. I hated my mom when I found out that she was doing that to me. She would, took all of our money and spent it on cocaine, and I just didn't understand that, and I definitely blamed God for that. God had totally screwed me over with parents, and just I blamed him for everything. And so I went to public high school and got into the drinking, got into the pot, got into, I had a relationship with a guy, and we were definitely doing things you shouldn't have been doing. I had a very sexual relationship. Thank God I didn't get pregnant or anything like that. So I went to college my freshman year, got in the sorority, did the whole drinking bit, did the whole everything college kids do. And I came home for Christmas break, and I was miserable. I was in this 4-year relationship with this guy. We had been having sex for about 3 years. I thought I was going to get married to him, but he wasn't bringing me any happiness. I was in a sorority, had a bunch of friends. That wasn't really bringing me happiness. I had really good grades, my first year. Still, I was miserable. I hated everyone. I was an angry, bitter person. I was angry at God. I was angry at my family. I had not forgiven my dad. I had not forgiven my mom. And I just looked at my sister and my cousins and my aunt and just saw something they did not like, that I did not have. I was just like, they have this joy. I knew my sister was dealing with this stuff, but yet she was still so happy and so joyful. And I was just like, I need that. I want that. And I knew what I needed to do. I knew what being a Christian was about, but I was like, I'm not giving up drinking. I'm not giving up this relationship with this guy. There's no way I can stop doing this stuff. I was just like, when I get married and have kids, then I can be a Christian, then we can go to church, and then I won't have to deal with all these issues that I'm dealing with now. It's too hard to be a Christian right now. And so I talked to one of my cousins, and she was just like, the devil is never going to make it convenient for you to become a Christian. So I just said the prayer, and I was just like, Lord, you've been waiting for me for a long time, and I'm ready to live for you. I'm sick of living for the world. So I didn't wake up and not want to have this relationship, but I'll tell you what, he took every desire to be with this guy out of my heart, and I broke up with him. I stopped. Everything I was doing that the Lord was not happy with. I was so thankful that he forgave me, that he just gave me a whole new attitude. When I looked at my mom, I didn't feel that bitter feeling towards her like I did before. I didn't resent her for what she did to me as a child. I just didn't feel it. It's not like, it just wasn't there. And it was just easy to be like, have this unconditional love for her, because that's how the Lord loves me. And I am joyful. I smile. I used to never smile. I used to be a very angry person, and I'm not. All I did before was manipulate people and use people. I was so selfish. If something did not help me out, I would not be there. And now it's just like, what can I do for you? And of course, we daily grow, and I'm still growing, and I never want to stop. But he has completely changed my life around. Now that I look back, the Lord completely blessed me and took me out of that situation when I wasn't a Christian, and saved my life.